Howdy y'all, and welcome back to Samplearcade. We are continuing our 26 days of games, and we are bringing you Wyldeflowers, a fantastic RPG farming game where you're a witch and you're just trying to do good. We're going to do things a little different this time, as we don't have a lot of gameplay, but it is really just a lot of the story. So, hope you enjoy. If you do want to see more gameplay, please just comment down below, but I'll catch you at the end. Peace.
Oh, hi, Lena. What's up?
Trouble, I think. Mayor Otto has called an emergency town hall meeting, and there's a feeling in the air that has me pretty jumpy.
So far, I've had bad experiences with town hall meetings in general, so... All right, let's go.
I don't want to go in there and listen to Otto. Not after last night.
Me either. But it'll look suspicious if we don't go. Come on.
Thank you all for joining me. I know it's early, but this is an emergency. I received an anonymous tip yesterday that confirms what I suspected. There are witches in Fairhaven.
I knew it! I could sense the malcontents!
Simmer down, simmer down. What we need now is information. Has anyone seen or heard anything unnatural?
I don't like the woods, same as you. But isn't there a less public way to...
It's Sophia. Sophia is the witch. I've seen her.
Oh no.
Doing what?
Going out into the woods late at night.
I was just looking for Juliet. She didn't come home by curfew.
Natalia, Sophia's not a witch. She never hurt anyone. Malcontents have a way of tricking the innocent into defending them.
I can't believe this. You think I'd really...
Quiet! We need order now more than ever. I will investigate Natalia's claims as fully as I can. We'll hold a trial for Sophia a week from today.
You can't do that!
Shh! I can, and I have to. Something's been troubling Fairhaven since I was a little boy. And we will figure out what it is. See you all next week. And in the meantime, stay safe.
Why would Natalia say that? She always seemed nice.
It wasn't Natalia, was it? It was the Wraith.
The Wraith's messing with someone already?
I don't know Natalia that well, but I can't imagine her accusing the warmest person in Fairhaven.
Maybe the High Priestess knows how to fix this. We'll find out tonight, yeah?
We better, because we have to fix this. Tara, guess what? I just got approved for a small business loan. I can finally open up my boutique.
Congrats, Violet. I could totally use a wardrobe update. I feel like I always wear the same old thing.
I'm gonna make this space a place for all your floral and fashion needs. Any chance you're growing some cotton on your farm? I need some cloth to get started.
Say no more. Garden plots can be spared in the name of fashion.
Ooh, fabulous! Ooh, I can't wait to show you my new designs.
Here you go, Violet.
Wow! Thank you so much! Come back tomorrow. I've got a surprise for you.
Well, we have to do something. What's the point of having magic at all if we don't use it to help that poor lady?
I use my magic to help all the time. But I help creatures, not humans. Humans destroy each other. It's all that makes them unique.
Ahem. As the only one of us who used to be a human, let me say that isn't true. Humans are afraid of what they don't know. But so are the Fae. We're not different, and I can't hold up here, watching Sophia suffer.
Say you help her. What if you're discovered? What if you transform? Interfering with human affairs does more harm than good. I would know.
But you're... Wait, can't I just... How drat, I don't like this.
Perry and I are hundreds of years old. We've seen scads of witch trials. never ends well.
And as the senior members of Ravenwood Hollow, we're breaking this tie. No interfering.
Ah, well, horse feathers.
How much of that did you hear?
Enough to get the gist. No helping.
A decision I have to abide by, technically. But if there's anything you need...
Wow. Thanks, Wesley. That's very generous of you.
Welcome to my humble little shop. See? I really am a rare bookseller. Just, very rare books.
I used to have fantasies about browsing books in stores like this. What kind of books are these?
Many of them are incantation collections. There's some history of magic and magical theory mixed in too. Oh, and detective stories. I love a good detective story. By the way, the last time I was in town, Kai mentioned he'd sold you a mulberry seedling. Do you have any extra mulberries?
I'll check. What are you making?
Oh, just a incantation.
That's not vague at all.
It's for, you see...
It's okay. You don't have to tell me. As long as you're not making, I don't know, some magical bomb.
I would never.
I was joking. Mostly. Let me see about those mulberries. Here you are, Wesley. Enough mulberries for an entire pie.
No, what I'm making is much more interesting.
And what you're making is... Oh, fine.
Okay. I've been researching ways to lessen the effects of lycanthropy. That is, being a werewolf. I would prefer to be a little less, werewolf-ish.
But you have such lovely fur.
That's kind of you. However, being a were-creature comes with plenty of downsides. One of the texts I read suggested that an incantation made with ink of the mulberry might help.
I hope you get what you want.
Me too. Here, take this. Fair is fair.
Adept, did you get a chance to examine Natalia?
I did. I asked her to stop by the clinic for a cup of tea.
And?
It's as we all feared. The wraith that escaped the gloaming last night has possessed Natalia.
This is all my fault. If we hadn't gone into the gloaming...
That shouldn't have destabilized the wellspring so profoundly. Something strange is going on.
How do we get Natalia to take back what she said?
This happened to a cousin of mine when I was a boy. Banishment is the only way to make a wraith leave for good.
That's complicated magic.
Well, complicated problems call for complicated magic, don't they now? We'll need something Natalia's made with her hands. Next, something that carries a memory dear to her.
And we will need a sapphire to capture the genie, and fennel seed powder to bind it.
Fennel seed powder?
If you grow some fennel, you can pound it up in your mortar and pestle.
Can't I just grind up the seeds instead of growing them?
Nonsense. We need fresh seeds from fresh fennel.
Novice, can you gather these 4 things?
I'll do my best.
Bring the things that hold a part of Natalia, what she's made, and what carries a memory to me once you've got them. I'll look within them. If they're powerful enough, I'll show you how to make the banishment incantation.
Be swift. Sophia only has a week until her trial.
Parker, this design is perfect. It looks just like Leon Korn's desk.
Oh, hey there, Tara. I'm building Messenger Connor a new desk modeled on the one in the office of the League's founder, Dr. Korn. Cameron, I'm honored that you're giving me such an important task. I promise I'll make a faithful copy.
Oh, Parker is so talented. I'm sure Leon Korn himself will not be able to tell the difference.
Oh, thank you, Tara. I'm certainly going to try. I do appreciate the compliment, Tara. Truth is, I kind of fell into carpentry. It wasn't something I was particularly passionate about. I would rather have been a florist, like Violet, but I find ways to create beauty with my work, even if it's subtle. Like lining up the wood grain on cabinet doors. You can find beauty anywhere, if you look hard enough.
There's a bit of Natalia in it.
I've been looking forward to this. I want to see how Natalia's story goes.
So do I.
So many miles above the sea.
I'll wait for him to finish.
Oh, there you are, Miss Kuznetsova. And there's the babka, still alive. I've aged better than her.
What did Natalia do?
She flew all the way back to her pa's village in Russia to ask the Babka to lift the curse. Brave of her, the Babka gave her an old hammer. This hammer belonged to Natalia's grandpa's pa, and told her that if she used the hammer, her fortunes would be set right.
So that's why she became a blacksmith so suddenly.
Seems that way.
But Natalia still thinks she suffers from misfortune. Did the Babka lie?
Don't know. No surprise that Natalia's fed up with witches, though. You can get started on this incantation, novice. Finding out which parts of Natalia the Wraith latched onto was the hard part.
Ain't no mountain high enough to keep me from reaching the pinnacle. Go, with logic in your minds and your eyes on the path.
Hi, Tara. Good to see you here. Do you come often?
Not really.
Well, that's okay. Everyone has to walk the path at their own pace, as Messenger Cameron says. I grew up going to Mass, so it took me a while to feel comfortable here, knowing my parents won't approve. And Francis's snarky remarks don't help.
Well, hopefully Francis will learn to respect your beliefs, even if he doesn't share them.
I hope so. It's not like he's against this specific set of beliefs, it's more like religion in general. I think it has to do with his family, but I don't pry, because he shuts down when I ask about it. Look, I feel real acceptance here. Like I can be in charge of my own destiny, you know? It's about hope.
Hi, Violet. What you doing? Oh, I'm just sprinkling some flower seeds. Just general town beautification, you know. Okay, fine. Look. When my dad was mayor, my mom always kept this area planted with colorful flowers. Mrs. Soft prefers a greener palette. Don't tell anyone you saw me here. Please.
Don't worry, your secret is safe with me. In fact, let me know if you need extra flower seeds.
Wow, thanks. I know. This place really needs some cheerful color, don't you think? Look. I know I should leave this place alone. I can't help it. It brings up too many memories. I can't wait until Sebastian is old enough to live on his own. Then I'm moving away from this island. I just need to leave this town and all the constant reminders of everything I've lost.
We have chickens now, Grandma. Well, a chick. Parker fixed up the coop. It looks just like it did when I was little. Are you in the middle of something?
Just finishing my meditation. And not that yuppie yoga rubbish, by the way. This is my... how to explain it? My Hindu version of reading the Book of the Mind that Cameron talks about.
Oh, is this something that you learned back home from your parents?
Sort of. We don't talk, my parents and I. Oh, it's fine. You couldn't have known. What about your parents?
It's hard for me to relate to my dad. He kept me away from Fairhaven for 20 years.
That sounds painful. I'm sorry he did that, Tara. In my experience, it's only gotten harder and harder for my parents and me to relate as time goes on. I wonder if it will ever get any easier. But in the meantime, I'm quite happy here on the island. Tara, that mine near your house, how deep does it go, do you think?
There are 20 levels. I can tell you that from experience.
Ooh, impressive. Someone's been doing a lot of caving. Listen, I'd like to study some ore samples from the lowest reaches of the mine, but I don't have the skills to go that deep.
Huh. Why analyze rocks instead of clouds?
I want to know if Fairhaven's weather has always been this way. A grad schoolmate is a geologist, so if I send her samples, she might be able to tell me how much water they were exposed to over time.
I'm not sure I fully get it, but... okay.
Brilliant. You're a great help. If you could nab me a sample of ore from the very bottom level, that would be perfect for my study.
Great! This is exactly what I needed for Giva.
That scientist wants rocks from the mine, does she now?
I guess it's pointless to ask how you know that already.
Yep. It'd be for the best if you gave me those rocks instead of her.
Why? Is she going to turn them into some weapon of mass destruction?
Novice. Giva seems friendly, but you just don't know. And this fall, we can't be too careful.
I want discovers, though.
Huh. Tell you what, girl. Bring me the rocks, and we'll both find out what they tell me.
Okay, sure. You do have a point. I made it down to the lowest levels of the mine.
Ah, have you? Good. Let me take a look at those stones. We'll see what stories they hold.
All right, here they are.
Oh, a great cracking, like something being split apart. And then the cave filling up with damp water. Water all around.
It's okay. That happened in the past. We're still in the now, Farseer.
Thank you, Novice.
What did you see?
The first witches on this island. Thousands and thousands of years ago. The ones who built the stone circle.
Whoa.
And then something broke the pillars, and an earthquake hit, filling the cave with water.
You saw the stone circle change to what it is today.
Seems that way. Powerful things, rocks. Thanks for letting me look at the sample. Here's a little something as thanks.
Oh, I always love when you stop by, Shelby. Take care.
Hey, I didn't realize you came into town or bought things from Lena's store.
Marcus is my friend, yeah? Why wouldn't I buy canned goods here?
My dad lives in Milkwater, remember? Parker and I run the store now.
Oh, yes. Hard to keep all that straight.
Oh, you knew Lena's father? How long have you lived on the island?
Here's a riddle for an answer. What is older than we can fathom, but is reborn every month?
Is it the moon?
That's right. Or at least one way to be right. There's no such thing as a simple question, Tara Wylde, or a simple answer.
Classic Shelby. Be kind to him. He understands time differently than us.
I'll do my best. Hey, Angus, what's going down?
My wedding cake is what? So, my fridge in the bakery is full of tiny individual tarts for a fundraiser Mrs. Soft is hosting for Mayor Soft, and if I put the cake in our fridge at home, Francis will see it. I know Hazel baked a lot. You must have a good-sized fridge. Can I borrow some space? Pretty please?
Of course.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll just pop it in. Bye!
Ooh, what's that smell? Spoiled milk? Uh-oh. Of course the fuse blew. The wiring is probably from when Grandma still used ice boxes. Oh, it's too late to make a new cake.
Hello? Angus said he was storing his cake in your fridge, and I've got the edible flowers. Ew. Tell me that melted disaster isn't.
It is. Can we magic it back together somehow?
How? That buttercream has to be spoiled. Unless... See the Farseer. He can help you.
Hi, Parker. How's it going?
Oh, fine, I guess. Hey, has Lena seemed off to you lately? Whenever I ask her if something's wrong, she just shrugs and says she's a bit tired. You see, I'm on a path to becoming a better person, a better man, and I want to improve our relationship too. But I can't if she just keeps shutting me out. I feel like she's just fine with keeping the status quo. You're a friend. What should I do?
Lena only ever says loving things about you. She's just under a lot of stress, I think.
But shouldn't I be the one to help her through that stress? I want to be there for her, but I can't if she won't talk to me and tell me what's up. I love Lena for who she is. I know she doesn't wear her heart on her sleeve all the time like I do. It's just... there are few things lonelier than feeling lonely even when you're with someone. That's all. Thanks for listening, Tara.
Farseer, I ruined Angus's wedding cake, and I don't have time or ingredients to make another.
Folks always obsessing over time. It doesn't just go one way, you know? Try this incantation, but mind that you aim your wand right at the object you want to set back in time. Don't want it hitting someone by mistake and turning him into a baby. That's a whole lot of trouble.
Okay, I guess it's now or never. Tick, tock, turn back the clock, and let the past be unlocked.
Yoo-hoo! I finally got rid of that tart! I mean, those tarts. I would never call Mrs. Soft. Anyway, can I pick up my cake?
Sure, go ahead.
Thanks. You're the best, Tara. For being so kind, I've brought you a couple spare tarts I had from the catering gig, and the recipe to make your own.
I better get over to the town hall for Sophia's trial.
I'm so nervous for Sophia. I feel sick. Do you have the incantation?
Right here in my pocket.
My butterflies can settle down now.
Let's not shilly-shally about. Citizens of Fairhaven, Sophia Moretti stands accused of witchcraft.
It's not true. I've been telling you all week, Otto. Listen to me.
Natalia Kuznetsov, you put forward the accusation. Please tell us everything, in detail this time.
Now, Tara, read the incantation.
Dark Wraith, you have been found. I wish you to be bound.
Natalia, did you hear me?
How come no one is saying anything?
Because no one else can see it. That's what makes wraiths so dangerous.
I think it worked.
Sorry, Mayor Soft. What came over me? Sophia isn't a witch. Sophia, I can't apologize enough. I've come into the diner and complained about my life so many times. And you always give me a slice of pie and a listening ear.
Isn't that what anyone would do?
My whole life has been a struggle to get out from under the heap of bad luck a real witch gave me. But that curse is lifted now.
Natalia, what are you saying?
I take back my accusation. Sorry to trouble everyone.
This is unexpected. Does anyone else have evidence of Sophia's witchcraft? Right then. Sophia, you are not guilty. Everyone may go.
Yes! Take that! Whatever primordial evil created these wraiths.
You were amazing, Tara. Now, let's get out of here. This room is filled with bad vibes.
Hey. How's it going?
It's fine, Tara. I appreciate you checking in, but you don't have to. Everyone's been looking at me funny. Sophia won't talk to me. You probably don't want to either.
That's not true. You weren't yourself.
Part of me accused Sophia. The worst part. That part thought if I was so unlucky and lonely, there had to be some bad person causing it. But the bad person was just me.
You can make this right, Natalia. We'll have to give Sophia some space first.
Oh, I will. I don't want to upset her even more. You know, one good thing to come out of this, though? I realized I get to make my own luck.
That's a very healthy way to look at it.
Thanks for stopping by, Tara.
I can't stop thinking about Sophia. She had to suffer for something we messed up. At least Tara and Amira got Natalia to quit spreading that skinder.
You did Fairhaven and Sophia a great service. Thank you both. Journeyman, we did our best to keep the wellspring balanced.
But all that trying amounted to a hill of beans. The Wraith still got out.
It's the danger we always feared would emerge from the wellspring.
It's true. We have to do a better job of keeping this island safe. But for now, let us turn our attention to the changing of the seasons. It won't be easy this time. Novice, herbalist, how would you feel about another trip to the gloaming?
I thought you'd never ask.
Yeah, what'd she say?
Look, normally we wouldn't need herbs and flowers from the gloaming to turn fall into winter, but the season-changing ritual draws heavily on the wellspring, so I think we can't be too careful. You'll be looking for a mushroom called the Trompette de la Mort.
Look, I don't remember much French from high school, but I think you're asking us to find a death trumpet.
Correct.
Ooh, I've never seen one before. They grow in places where the wellspring magic once flowed, but then got cut off, which gives Trompettes de la Mort special properties. But don't worry, they just look like funky chanterelles. They're not dangerous, I think. And they're often found inside Fey rings, so we know what to look for when we're in the gloaming.
Novice, once you and Herbalist have found a Trompette de la Mort, combine it with a tiger lily flower and a pearl to make an incantation for turning the seasons. The rest of us will stay here and tend to both the glamour and the wellspring.
We're on it. I wonder what bizarro obstacles we'll find this time.
Shh! The plants can hear you.
I remain unconvinced of that.
Hey, I'm trying to keep us from getting plant jinxed.
Here's the fairy ring. But I don't see anything inside.
Huh. Me neither. Unless... Oh no. Inside Fey rings, size can get weird. It's possible that everything growing within the ring got shrunk. See? We have been plant jinxed.
That's not a real thing.
We're witches. Jinxes are real.
Point taken. How are we supposed to find this fungus?
Well, if we used a shrink potion while standing inside the Fey ring, we could get down on the Trompette's level. But we'd also need a grow potion or we'd be stuck that size. We'll need 2 of each. Here are the recipes. You'd better get to it. We don't have much time left.
Wait, me? Excuse me, Miss Herbologist. Aren't you the potions expert?
And Any self-respecting herbologist wouldn't allow this teaching opportunity to pass them by.
Of course. All right. I will get brewing.
Thanks for being my friend date to Angus and Francis's wedding. Now Sebastian won't rag on me for being single. Or maybe that's just wishful thinking. He is my little sib.
Oh no. I didn't think about what to wear. Should I change?
The ceremony is in the woods, so I think they're keeping it pretty casual. Besides, you could wear a potato sack and still look good.
Hey, you too. Let's go. Hi, Cameron. It's such a lovely day for a wedding, no?
Well, Angus thought it would be lovelier in our consciousness center, but alas, Francis was quite set on a civil ceremony, it seems.
I am honored that Angus and Francis have chosen me, their mayor, to preside over their special day. Angus, do you take Francis to be your lawfully married by me husband?
I do.
And Francis, do you take Angus to be your husband?
I do.
I now pronounce you husband and husband.
Oh, Parker's been working so hard on his wedding gift for Francis and Angus. He always has been a hopeless romantic. I still don't know why he picked me.
I am totally stoked for Angus and Francis. I think they're like the coolest couple. Plus, Angus made me some Ono malasadas once.
I wish Angus and Francis could get married every day. Mom promised us each a new toy if we behaved and didn't make a scene.
I never married. Things were different in my day. Angus and Francis, their stars aligned at just the right time. I'm glad for them.
I don't know Francis and Angus that well yet, but they seem like a perfect couple. Too bad I'll never find love like theirs. Ah, joking! Joking! Sort of.
I understand why Francis and Angus chose a civil ceremony.
Oh, I love weddings. And that cake was divine.
Weddings are so boring. And then there's kissing. Huh. Mom says I won't mind kissing so much when I grow up, but no way! I don't want to get cooties.
You know my favorite part of weddings? The open bar. I went to a dry wedding once. Once!
Wasn't that wedding ceremony great? I only wish I could have had me officiate my wedding to Mrs. Soft. That wouldn't have been legal, though. But maybe for our vow renewal.
We're married! Oh, I can't believe it! I'm Mr. Angus Seton Calderon! Francis couldn't believe that I sourced real island mangoes for the cake filling. Thanks so much for helping me keep it a surprise, Tara.
Mayor Soft did such a fine job officiating the wedding. He really takes an interest in his constituents' lives, you know? And the cake Angus made was very tasteful and tasty.
I do hope Angus and Francis decide to take a honeymoon at some point.
It makes me so happy that one of my flock has found happiness. I only hope Francis joins him on Sundays.
That was a nice wedding. Weddings usually give me the hives, just like everyone trying to outdo each other on social media. Like your marriage is somehow going to be better if you have 500 mason jars filled with fairy lights.
Francis and Angus are a fine young couple. I wish them well. I was married to my Helena for 50 years. I miss her every day. I know Otto does too.
Weddings here are so small, it's adorable. Back when my mum was trying to hire a matchmaker, she was planning 300 guests minimum. But that's typical back home. All the mums use their kids' weddings to show off. Just wasn't right for me.
I'm so glad the wedding is over. My sister's been a total stress ball over the flowers. Maybe now she'll mellow out. Who am I kidding? Violet doesn't really do mellow.
Wasn't the wedding beautiful? I just need to nap now. For like a decade.
My sister got married young and divorced soon after. Just wasn't the right match from the start. Sad to see something start out with hope and end in sorrow. Francis and Angus, though, I think they'll make it.
I love weddings. Everyone's so happy. And the flowers. Violet really outdid herself.
Oh, wasn't that wedding lovely? Oh, don't mind me. Weddings always make me a little teary.
He's mine! And we couldn't have had better weather. I can't wait to see the photos.
It was super nice of Angus and Francis to let me play at their wedding. Even if everyone was, like, staring at me and I was so nervous I kind of wanted to throw up. Oh, am I sure I'm ready to leave the wedding?
Woo! Wedding cake!
Oh, am I sure I'm ready to leave?
All right, let's do it.
Huh, I don't feel any different. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hope there aren't any bugs around here. We probably look delicious.
Let's snag that mushroom before any creatures get ideas. As long as we're within the Fey ring, no harm should come to us. Don't venture outside the ring. I don't want to get squashed by a spinner. If you want to get big again, we'll need to use the grow potions. But I think we should explore everything here before then. Yes! Another one!
Over the years, the gloaming itself has changed. It used to be fully alive, you know? Everything bloomed, But now there are some places where nothing grows. I worry that when Violet and Sebastian are grown, there'll be nothing left.
She was always stressed. I thought it was because she had a lot to manage, being the mayor's wife and her mom and all, but this must have stressed her out too.
Because it affected you and your brother.
And she was right to be worried.
Please don't let me stay small. Please don't let me stay small.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little worried we'd be stuck this way forever. Now, let's go before we have to use more shrink potions.
Have you prepared the winter ritual incantation?
I have it, and I'm ready to change the seasons.
Good. Then let us begin.
Witches of the Fairhaven Coven, take your places around the circle. Once again, we turn the wheel of the year.
From witches new and witches old, we greet the coming of the cold.
We call forth the spirits of quiet and reflection.
We call on the candle's flame, surrounded by darkness.
We say goodbye to the bounty of the fall harvests.
And welcome winter. It's snowing. I love snow.
A good sign it is, too. Means the island is in harmony with itself. I'd say I agree with you, Farseer, but
Belladonna's knickers, it's coming down hard now. Quick, everyone get home. I don't want to treat any of you for frostbite tomorrow.
Alright, we did it. We made it to winter. I'm excited to see what happens next. What spells are we going to learn? What people are we going to meet? Will the witches actually prevail? I think so, because it seems like a game that's going in that direction, but I've been wrong before. I hope you've been enjoying this 26 Days of Games. Comment down below if you want to see any other games after. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a great evening.